What's going on, y'all? Back with another video. I hope this is not a copyrighted still shot photo, but I picked it because I think it best fits the title of the topic I want to speak on, which is 5 techniques narcissists use to fool and destroy you. And I'm just going to jump straight into it. Number one, narcissists love to use the future faking technique. They do that to pretty much pitch out what they want in life so that you could feel like, oh, this person is very ambitious. You know, they have a bright future ahead of them if they keep thinking that way. They got a lot going for them. They also use it as a way to let you know that, okay, with these things in mind, I wouldn't feel complete if I didn't have you along with me. So, of course, that's going to catch the attention of the person who they are love bombing because they use this future faking technique during the love bombing stage, which is the very beginning stages of a narc getting to know you. Now, how they fool you with the technique is by using that, pretty much to get you for the catch. But there's no commitment in mind. They don't have commitment nowhere in mind. Narcissists are the biggest jokers that there is. They just want you to fall for the trick. And once they see they got you, and then that's where the charades continue. But there will never be commitment. There will never be none of those things that they promise to have with you. And you'll soon learn that they are not even interested in those things. It was just all talk just to try to impress you again, which is a part of the love bombing stage. So that's how they fool and destroy you with future faking. Number two is the smear campaign. One of the oldest tricks that they use once ties have been cut between yourself and the narcissist. Whether you discard them or they discard you, they're going to use the smear campaign. They do this because they need people to look at you as a bad person so that you can spread the word along to beware of this bad person. Stay away from them. They think that they are beating you to the punch for you doing that to them. And they think that way out of being, out of fear of being exposed. I don't think they do it out of guilt. They do it out of fear. Narcissists, they're not guilty people because they don't have a conscience. If you have a conscience, that's where guilt come in at. But they don't have a conscience, so they never feel guilty about none of the wrong that they do people. So that's how they use, you know, the technique of the smear campaign to fool and destroy you. They need people to think you're bad, and on top of that, it's another old trick in the book that they use. If I can't have you, no one else will. Or if I can't have this really good supply, why should someone else, be able to get hold to you? That's how they look at you. They don't look at you as a human, as a person. They just look at you as supply, as something that just makes them feel good, as something they can use from time to time to get up on a certain level. Number three is that narcissists erase your memory. What they use as a technique to erase your memory is the gaslighting technique. They do that in a way to where, you know, it makes you feel crazy. It makes you start to question your own reality. It makes you feel insane because you know what happened and the narcissist knows what happened, but the narcissist wants to completely put it out of your mind by being in denial, playing the game of, I don't remember that. You just making up things. Where did you get that from? They also do that as a way of getting you to fall in love with them again. If they can erase your memory, it kind of keeps that trauma bond stronger. And by them, being able to, cause see, the narcissist, their strongest weapon against the truth is being able to manipulate you, getting inside of your mind. And so they can use that to keep control of a situation and to get you to fall in love with them again if they can. Again, through the hoovering and the love bombing, they can, if they know that they can get you again, if you haven't fallen in that trap of believing them, if you've fallen into that trap of believing them again, then the cycle will continue because they don't ever really want to do away with you for good. A narcissist could use anybody at any given moment as long as you have something they could benefit off of. But what they like to do is erase your memory so that you won't bring up and think about things of the past that they did to try to hurt and destroy you. And again, gaslighting plays a huge part in your relationship with narcissists. And that trauma bond is what keeps you going back to them with false hope that things will change and there's something better in store for y'all, which it'll never be. Because every time you return back to the narcissist, the abuse only gets worse. And abuse doesn't always have the subject of physical abuse, but the mental abuse is enough to really tear a person down, really do mental damage to you. It'll mess with your head so much till it's so much that has happened till you start to forget about it. Or you'll start to look at it like it's something that you can just look over. You know, some people excuse the bad behaviors of narcissists in a relationship when they have really, they have really shown that their true colors to the point where they don't deserve a second chance. Some people will excuse it and just be like, when it's good, it's good, and when it's bad, it's bad. And what they try to do is compare it to any other relationship. And it's not any other relationship because abuse should not be accepted in any relationship. Abuse, disrespect, none of that. Because this person clearly doesn't love you if they're willing on putting you through that time and time again. So number 4 is devalue your character. They use devaluation as a technique to get inside your mind again. Because of course, if they got that stronghold on your mind, if what they can do is stronger than your own ability to control your thoughts, they're gonna always have control over you. So if they can devalue you, which makes you think that you're not worthy, which makes you start to question your own self and your own value, and sometimes make you not even love yourself. They will tell you reasons why you shouldn't love yourself because what they do is constantly stick it to you about the negative things that they point out about you that you can change. When a narcissist gets to the devaluation stage with the supplier, what happens is they want you to think, one, that you know you were really not that good enough for them to begin with. So they want you to just start to look at yourself in the mirror like, I'm not good enough, you know. But never put yourself down for someone else who sees you away, because first of all, that says a lot about them and their own self-esteem. They have to tear you down to feel good about themselves. So that says a lot about them once you come to realize that. But again, they use that technique as a way to just make you feel down, and it weakens your self-esteem. They even will go as far as to unlike your pictures on Facebook, and they want you to know that they unlike them. And once you think about that, you'll be like, well, damn, it well, I gotta be all that. But not only that, you hold on to that. You'll start to hold on to that. And you shouldn't hold on to it because, again, they're only using that as a way to get to you. And the fifth and final technique that they use to fool and destroy you is by using financial neglect or abuse, which gives them power to take away assets, to take away money, go into the bank, and just abuse the funds. Notice that a narcissist love in the beginning to rush into things with you. And one of the things they do the most is want to go and get a joint bank account. They do this because, they can mess it up as a way to hurt you. They can go in and just start just spending away, knowing that you have responsibilities to take care of because they don't care about responsibility. They're very immature people and very irresponsible. And they do that kind of stuff as a way to make you crawl back to them and beg and just beg for them to stop or, you know, become this person they need you to see yourself as. So, yes, those are the 5 techniques that narcissists use to fool and destroy you. If you have anything extra to add to the list, please feel free to leave it in the comment section. Thank y'all for